Sport United Communities started in 2017 with the aim to bring communities together through the three major sporting associations in Northern Ireland: Ulster Rugby, Ulster GAA and the Irish FA. We have reached over 20,000 people in Northern Ireland. Let's look back on the highlights of this successful project.
Hello everyone, I'm delighted to have been asked to take part in this legacy video, which will help to illustrate many of your fantastic achievements. It will act as a testament to your hard work and dedication throughout the lifetime of this project, and work which has had such a positive impact upon many thousands of citizens on both sides of the border. And I'd like to congratulate the Irish Football Association as well as the Ulster GAA and Ulster Rugby. By working together to deliver this EU Peace 4 funded project, you've created a unique partnership which has touched the lives of so many different people. And the Peace Programme itself is a partnership between the EU, the Northern Ireland Executive and the Irish Government. And so I'd like to recognise the departments that are involved in this stream of the programme for their financial and non-financial support for this project: the Executive Office in Northern Ireland and the Department of Rural and Community Development in Ireland. Sport Uniting Communities has helped to deliver one of the core objectives of the EU Peace 4 programme, as it has challenged sectarianism, overcome prejudice and brought people together from all walks of life, and this has been recognised at the highest of levels. And this type of activity is just as important now as it ever was before, and I would like to, on behalf of everybody involved in the Peace Programme, express my sincere gratitude for all that you've been able to accomplish over the past 4 years. Thank you.
So my name is Gobi. I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm living here around almost 10 years in Northern Ireland. I started this group 2017 and almost 65 members in my team, in my group. We met every Friday. So always we are meeting, always we have a WhatsApp group, always we chat. I think don't have any experience Gaelic and rugby experience because this is look like a new for us, and some other guys I think play but not very well. Some have some ideas, but I'm not sure.
The girls section came as a bit of a bolt out of the blue. Initially, when we had our Peace 4 project, I'm ashamed to say that we'd only focused on young males. That was a mistake, and we got a letter from Rachel Frater, and Rachel said she wanted to be involved, and then a lot of other hands followed her, and our principal was very supportive of her, and hey presto, move on 4 months, 5 months later, and our girls team were playing in front of 18,000 people at Kingspan. So it's fantastic and it's really exciting.
We have the Green Island Bears Disability Programme for children in the community who have autism, and we have a group of kids who are brilliant, and it's just fantastic to be able to get involved and help that aspect of the community and provide opportunities for people with disabilities to get involved in football at Green Island.
If you look at our crest, we have the three languages on there. We're showing that we are open to everyone. Obviously, there is more than 2 communities in Belfast, and especially East Belfast, and people from all different communities. So if you're kind of showing, right, the doors are completely open to anyone here to get involved. Feel free to give us a shout, and that's been reflected in our membership. There is people from more than just the 2 communities getting involved. We're sitting there with our camogie team, ladies team, men's football team, and also the hurling team. But we're also looking to maybe bring in provide Gaelic sports to people with disabilities, and also people visually impaired. So making sure that we are involving the whole community.
it's a really great idea, like to bring children from different backgrounds together who may have not been able to have an opportunity to play different sports. Like the Cook girls never probably played Gaelic or football, so it's a great idea.
You know, I think today it's a great opportunity for the kids to mix with kids from different sports, so the kids will get a feel for different sports that aren't usually open to them.
Speaking to the girls before they came up here, the majority of them hadn't played rugby before or Gaelic before, so it's good that they're getting the opportunity to try it here today.
I learned that you had to pass the ball backwards, and I didn't know that, so I learned that.
I picked up that you can't just throw the Gaelic ball, you have to like hit it out of your hand. Toe tap it, yeah, that.
We got to play lots of different sports which we don't normally play, and we got to play people from different backgrounds who you normally wouldn't see or play with.
Hello everyone. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of Minister Heather Humphreys to take part in your legacy video for this EU Peace Corps project. I'd like to begin by thanking Sarah Keys and the project steering board for their kind invitation. I'm delighted that the Department of Rural and Community Development was able to partner with the Northern Executive and the special EU programmes body in providing support for this wonderful project. I'd like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication shown by the Irish Football Association, Ulster GAA, Ulster Rugby and the Football Association of Ireland. In particular, I'd like to acknowledge the fact that you exceeded your original targets, supporting over 19,500 individuals. This is a wonderful achievement and one of which you should all be very proud. Without doubt, sport is a powerful tool for fostering positive relations and breaking down barriers. Sport too provides a unique opportunity for bringing people of different backgrounds together. To quote Nelson Mandela, sport can create hope where once there was only despair. To conclude, I would like to congratulate all involved in this successful cross-border project, and I commend you on your fantastic achievements. I look forward to seeing the learnings from this project used towards the development of future projects under the new Peace Plus programme. Thank you.
I think we had 14 or 15 different sports clubs represented here today, and we just gave them a flavour of what our three governing bodies in Irish Football Association, Ulster Rugby and Ulster GAA, what we can offer with regards to helping supporting programmes around mental health and mental well-being.
The importance of the three organisations coming together to tackle the stigma around mental health is massive, you know, because it really puts out there to a really wide audience the message that it's okay to talk about this, and what actually is far better to talk about your mental health and to normalise the conversation around mental health.
I really enjoyed today. It was really useful, and what I took away from it mainly was the use of appointing a wellbeing officer within the club. I think that's something that we're going to implement in the future.
It's really important to be open with your feelings and how you deal with stressful situations, both in rugby and in my course I do dentistry, which is quite high pressure, and also rugby. We've been promoted this year, so we're at a higher league and it's a more competitive, and it's a great environment to be in, but still stresses of the game can get to you sometimes. So just being more open with your teammates and your friends and peers, and they'll all be there for you regardless.
It's great to come here and see that, you know, the sports are coming together and take part in a bit of everything and find out if I'm good or not. I experienced a bit of rugby when I was younger at high school, and my old school was opposed to football, but you know, I decided to pursue that career. You know, a lot of players who played Gaelic and growing up, you can see that you know the skills are transferable into football, and you know it's good to see.
Gaelic football was something that I grew up with and never had the opportunity to play rugby later on, but those years playing Gaelic football give me the tools really, and playing on teams and the transferable skills. From when I started to now, you know, it's a world of difference, but we need to keep creating opportunities where females can be seen playing sport and influencing younger girls and giving them the opportunity to step up and think, yeah, I can do this as well. So exposure of the game and female sport is really, really important.
You know, the initiative run here today and getting bringing all three codes together, soccer, rugby and Gaelic, I think it can only be positive. The more we can get kids out and get them active and get them mixing through each other, the better it can be for future generations. There was hurling and Gaelic football within my own club. There was soccer, there was rugby, but it was just my own personal choice that I focused mostly on Gaelic football more than anything else. The more we can get kids involved, and even just from a physical point of view and a fitness point of view, in terms of health and everything else, that there's been a lot of talk about obesity in kids in this country and whatnot. So even just if from no other reason than that, and get them out and get them active, it can only be good.
Today has been great. It's kind of inspiring to see from the three different governing bodies here working together and putting out that positive message that together, we can make a difference, and through sport we can unite different communities. And as cliche as that might sound, there's a lot of benefit for us all coming together here and bringing different groups of kids together to try it out and see which sport fits you best.
So I feel like sport uniting communities is just such a positive impact that we can use sport to break down all the barriers and maybe stereotypes that were there, and it really changes perceptions of just everyone in the club.
What I do in my club is I help out with a lot, from helping out on Wednesday afternoons and Friday afternoons and the odd Sunday morning here, just helping with the kids, just being his right hand man, I suppose. The Goldmark Award means a lot to me to get, because it feels like getting rewarded for the volunteering I've done over the last few years, and it's just great to have a certificate that says that I've done it and been a helpful person to a club.
I got into it. It was actually my dad at the start. He actually was my coach, and he asked me to come and help when I got older, when he was still taking the younger ones, and he asked me will I come and help out, and I said yeah. And then it was actually Heather Mearns. I helped along with her team for a while, and I'm actually taking my own wee team at the minute, the 2008 with Crusaders. It's had a big impact on my life, with the kids seeing me as their role model and me having to do everything right along the way and making them better and putting in what I got out of football and giving a wee bit back to the club that I've been with all my life. It's really important. I think it's especially with girls football at the minute.
We first got involved with the Sport Uniting Communities through Ulster GAA with Pierce Cahirty, the coordinator. We've had 11 volunteers in total. The impact it's had on the club has been absolutely fantastic, because the young people have got involved in all aspects in the club, whether it's been hosting games, coaching at our summer camp with underage children.
It's been absolutely brilliant for us. It's really increased the profile of the club. We were involved with the Sport for Peace Day earlier in the summer, which really brought boys and girls through cross-community and has actually ended up boosting our numbers in the long run.
So some of our younger players, for example, Megan Beattie and Morgan Beggs, that have come up through our youth academy, are now only 19 and 20, and they're back involved coaching within our academy. Morgan takes our new initiative, the Baby Ballers programme, and it's for 4 to 6 year old, and Megan's actually been involved for 2 or 3 years now and runs her own team. So everything from liaising with parents, organising buses, scheduling matches and planning, coordinating sessions, and just making sure the girls have fun and that they're cared for and looked after and that they have a role model.
It's one of the most important things we do. We compete on the field. When there's a ball between us, we're all competing, but apart from that, we're just trying to make Northern Ireland a better place. And if we can work with our friends in Ulster Rugby and Ulster GAA to do that, we will do it all day long. 3 biggest sports in Northern Ireland working together. We've reached more than 19,000 people in the last 4 years as this project has been going along.
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge up here this afternoon to see the kids out playing and what's been a really good initiative for all the sports here in Northern Ireland. It's something we've been doing over the course of the past 4 years, and it's really great to see the effect that it's had.
It was great to have the royal couple to learn about the Sport Uniting Communities project. They endorsed the importance of sport in bringing people together. They were very, very happy with the programme. They really hoped it continued, and it's great to have that royal seal of approval.
All the efforts and the coaching and all the hard work everyone's put in. The back of a pandemic is not the easiest time to be doing all this, but hopefully it's refocused minds as to what's important in life, and what you're doing here is truly inspirational, so keep up the good work. Well done all. Thank you.